Hello, everyone. This is Caroline with Expat Interviews, Thriving Abroad, where I get an opportunity to go all over the world and meet the most amazing people who are living their best lives everywhere. And I wanted to share with you today a story of a guy that you're going to fall in love with, Kevin, who's doing some amazing things in the beautiful African country of Morocco. Thank you, Kevin, for joining me. So let's get started. You've been in Morocco now. How long have you been there?
It's been a little over 3 years, and it's kind of my nomadic home. I've been doing a lot of traveling as well before COVID, but it's been 3 years now as my home base.
And where is home to you?
I come from a suburb of Chicago, Illinois.
Okay, and I know you're not missing Chicago right now. They're knee deep in snow and winter.
That's for sure.
Yeah. What was it like for you? I mean, were you a traveler before you decided to kind of be somewhere more permanent, or did it just happenstance for you? How did your journey start?
My traveling journey started when I was 19. I was studying university, and I did a semester in Australia, and that really opened up my mind and vision to new places, cultures, ideas. So I studied again in Spain a few years later, and then went back to Australia for a working holiday. But then I returned to the US and worked for 4 years before deciding to pack up and hit the road again.
Was it, did it feel natural to you when you decided to go out and do your travels, or, because, you know, some people are a little fearsome, but were you just a natural free spirit?
Yeah, people have called me a free spirit before. I've always liked adventure, going outside of my comfort zone. So, of course, there was some fears, but I always left it open-ended. I never said, "Oh, I'm going to stay here." I'd buy a one-way ticket and make sure I like the place. Have your options open.
Sure, absolutely. So you practice Acro Yoga, and many people are not familiar with this type of yoga. Could you just tell us a little bit about it? How is it different from the yoga that we're probably accustomed to?
Yeah, Acro Yoga takes things a step further, and you use a partner in Acro Yoga. So this could be used for assisted stretching, or it infuses elements.
Yeah, so we had a little glitch there, due to technical difficulties. But anyway, so you were explaining about the Acro Yoga.
Yeah.
It is different from regular yoga.
Yeah, it takes the mindfulness and physical knowledge of yoga, but we extend it to a partnership, and we cultivate our listening, communication skills. A lot of times we face fears when we go through the acrobatic parts, but then we go through healing through Thai massage as well. So it's like a multi-disciplined approach, school of knowledge.
Now, do you have a studio there in Morocco?
We had a Tamarat yoga studio. I've taught a lot at surf camps, and right now we're just doing privates at home. We have some mats and a space at home.
Okay, and what has it been like living in Morocco? It's a very interesting country. It has a lot of different climates, and the people, from what I understand, are very friendly. What was it like for you living there?
It took about a week when I was here that I decided, whoa, I don't want to leave. Why would I go back to Chicago? It was a little bit of culture shock at first, but living here where I live, the weather is amazing. Like you said, there's geographical diversity. You could go to the mountains, you could go to the desert, and the people are all very welcoming. There's a mixture of languages here and history that make it a very unique place.
And the food, I was watching some of your, you are a YouTuber, and I was watching some of your videos, this incredible incredible food, fresh, and most people from the US aren't accustomed to getting that farm to table experience. So that must
Hmm.
be just amazing. How do the Moroccans view your yoga practice? Because I guess it's mostly an Arabic Muslim country. How do they view that form of expression?
There's a lot of misunderstanding about what yoga is and who practices it. But I've seen that attitude change in the past 3 years, where I see more and more Moroccans being open to learning yoga, and especially acro yoga. This is a definite change I've seen, as it, because there's the religion aspect where some people view it as like Hindu worship or so. But as people start to be exposed to it more, and especially here in the surfing communities, they start to see the benefits of flexibility and, hey, there's something here more than just like what we see from the outside, you know? So I'm seeing people warm up to it.
Is there a sizable expat community there where you are?
Yeah, the village I live in is outside of Agadir, and there's a lot of French retirees and people similar to myself, yoga teachers. So we have this sense of community here, and that's really important. It's not just some small village I'm living in where I'm the only like outsider. I have a friend like that in another village, but here there's people from all over. I'm the only American currently, but there's a lot of English speakers here as well.
So you're in Morocco, you're living your best life, the expat dream. Is this it for you? Or are you nomadic? Do you see yourself venturing out into other countries in the future?
Yes, I know I will be going other places in the future, but I will always come back to Morocco. I love it. It's close to my heart now, but it's a big world and lots of places to explore. I'm sure from your story that you understand that.
Absolutely. And so many people that I've talked to, you just find a place that you just love, even though you do want to go out and see others. There's just this place that warms your heart. And so that's exciting to know that is your spot, and
Mhm.
you want to go out. Any words of advice for someone? I mean, you're from Chicago, the urban, city, and many people, feel, wow. I mean, many people don't even have passports, especially many people in the Western world. Any words of advice for someone who might be considering it, but maybe hesitant, oh, I don't know if I could survive. I don't have money. I don't, whatever the reasons that we put out there for not wanting to just get out and do it. Any advice that you can offer them?
Yeah, there's the cliche of like, just do it, just go, but listen to the curiosities that come in you. Why some place will call you and you don't know why. You know, for Morocco, for example, it was just like when I was younger, I never dreamt of Morocco or thought about going there, but it just started coming into my life more and more. And follow those curiosities, those little callings, the longings, maybe you feel Ecuador or some reason. You go to an Ecuadorian restaurant, you try the food, you might like it, you watch a movie. So follow your curiosities, and facing your fears is very important. You can't let those voices of doubts and what ifs stop you. Don't let those what ifs get you.
That's great advice. That's great advice. So how can we connect with you? You're a grammar, and if we want to see your amazing life in that beautiful African country, how can we connect with you?
Yeah, we have a YouTube channel, Mor Acro, M-O-R, without the E, acro as in acrobatics, acro yoga. And it also means like Moroccan addict in French, like more like Morocco, and acro is
Oh,
French for
okay.
addict. So always remember
That's
that.
cute. That's cute.
It's a couple word plays and do more acro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Instagram as well, same name. Send a message. We respond to all the comments currently on YouTube, so we'll see you, we'll hear you, and any
okay.
questions are welcome.
The very last question I want to ask you, do you see yourself ever returning to your birth country?
Just to visit my family, really. I don't know, of course, our life goes in
Sure,
crazy ways. I
sure,
would never imagine
sure,
living in Morocco. And so
sure.
I can't say that right now, but right now I do not really have the desire to return. I want to continue to explore, learn new cultures. Every time I'm outside of my home where I come from, I'm learning. You know, it's a free education through life, through your everyday experience and the people you meet.
Kevin, I thank you so much for sharing this little bit of inspiration. All the best to you in beautiful Morocco, and we look forward to seeing more of your journey in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much.